Hello and welcome to the WrestleMania 26 edition of One More Match. This is the next episode in the Nxtus podcast, and yes, we are at the granddaddy of the Immortals. I think I mixed up two names there. Whatever the fuck. It's WrestleMania. It's the biggest show of the year. It's the biggest show of 2010. It's the biggest show of every single year. It's WrestleMania, and we haven't really covered a WrestleMania on One More Match before. I think you said you covered what 24 at
We
some point
covered,
with
we
Ferg.
covered, yeah, we covered WrestleMania 24. So yeah, we covered 24, but we haven't like me and Ash together, we haven't covered like any main. And just in case you're wondering, when we return to ECW, no one's asked, but when we return to ECW and we get to 2008, we will again review 2008 pay-per-views that were already reviewed. So if you
Yeah.
want your Ferg instead of Ash, or you want Ash instead of Ferg, you can get it. You can get it. It's written into his contract, you see.
But yeah, it's WrestleMania 26. Honestly, it's probably, if you ever played SVR 2011, like it was the game that got me back into wrestling or got me into wrestling fully. Obviously, this branding, the red WrestleMania sign, that's what I remember. It's what WrestleMania, it's what SVR 2011 set around, and it's pretty exciting time. Obviously, it's one thing I missed as I was more into Mania 27, as questionable as that is. Somehow we got into wrestling at the transition period between the legends retiring and now we have all these new guys, but we're kind of pushing the new guys, but kind of not really.
I mean,
It's a weird fucking mixture.
we've come to a point in wrestling. Like, I understand we're only, by the time Cena retires, Ash will be 25 and I'll be 22. No. Depending on when in December, I'll be 21 or 22. But it's so funny that when we were going into wrestling, your dad's favorite wrestlers were retiring. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Your dad's favorites, your dad's favorites, they were retiring.
I mean, it's like when you always have the famous things where it's like, oh, it's over. They're gonna be retired, and it's like, yeah, but or like the wrestlers who are dying. The wrestlers who are dying typically aren't our favorite wrestlers. Where obviously you have the really like awful like passing of like Brody Lee, and you have the awful passing of
Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt. Like obviously those like shock to the fucking system because they are wrestlers of our generation. But yeah, we were definitely still in that transitional period where all of the part timers fucked off, and then now who's gonna main event next year? The Miz. What? Yeah, the Miz. No. Oh no.
And Michael Cole is going to fight Jerry Lawler. Well, Stone Cold's the special guest referee.
For about 35 minutes.
Vince just sat there going, we had Shawn versus Taker at last Mania. You know what's going to be our Shawn and Taker at this Mania? Oh, it's going to be Triple H versus Taker. Shut up, you're fired. It's going to be Michael Cole versus Jerry Lawler. But yeah, it's so funny. Because time is a circle when you look at it. It's so funny because my dad used to...
Sorry, it's just a funny line.
Time is the circle. But it's funny when you look at it because all my dad's favorites are retired now. Nearly. Yeah. I don't think he really has any modern favorites. He probably does, but in comparison to like me. And now most of my favorites are nearly at the tail end of their career or are retiring. Like Bryan, Punk, Christian, Edge, John Cena, Styles. Like they're all pretty much.
It's kind of depressing when you think of it like that. A lot of these wrestlers are coming to the end of their careers.
Like most of them have we got 5-6 years ahead of them, but like Orton is like 10 years left. I think he said he has 10 years left in him. I'm like, mate, you better not wrestle for 10 more years.
You're back, mate. Say otherwise.
He'll have to turn back to the overdrive by the time he's fucking finishing his career. But it's so weird because then if you look at it, if your kids ever get into wrestling, they're gonna have their favorites, and then when they're getting older, their favorites gonna be retiring. And
exactly. It's a wild circle. It's a wild circle. Time is a circle. Time is a circle. It's WrestleMania 26 though. Have you watched WrestleMania 26 before today?
No. The funny thing is, give me a second. The funny thing is, someone gave me a DVD of WrestleMania 26, and I tried to put it in my DVD player, but it wouldn't work for some reason. And
yeah,
I
I somewhat tape traded Mania 27, and then I put it on and started, and then yeah.
But when I put on Mania 26, I really wanted to see Shawn Miz, but it actually didn't happen. But like this
Big Show!
I came to play! Get out
Big Show!
We'll obviously get to that in a minute. But yeah, it's just, Mania, this is weird, because they're at the point where they're not making Mania and before you say they are, they're not making Mania as long as they will in about 5 years, whereas like 6 hours.
This is the start, right? This
Yeah.
one that they're like, bloody hell, it's going to be a 4-hour edition of WrestleMania. I'm like, no, no. No, they're doing it. They're doing it.
But like Mania,
I don't think Mania 27's as long.
No. Mania 31 is the last 3-hour Mania, I want to say, until like they went to 2 nights.
Yeah.
But it's nice to see like that we're still at the point where it's like, bloody hell, Jeff and Matt Hardy, bloody hell. There's a match I'm thinking you should have. Oh, that's it. You should be in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. We'll be on the pre-show. We don't put matches on the pre-show. It's on the main show. Cesaro being the first ever winner still buckles me because I'm like, you've done nothing with the poor bastard.
So Cesaro's he's finally gonna go up the card.
They basically used them because Vince McMahon wanted to remind everyone that Brock Lesnar beat the streak. I think the fans don't need reminding. That is a significant moment. Like if he wiped his ass, sure, you can remind people, oh, he wiped his ass, go ahead. But like, he did beat the streak, you know.
I'll also say, as this goes along, and I feel like Mania is different now because every match is dubbed as like it's pretty much it's building to its own main event mostly. Like pretty much all the matches on Mania, like, oh, this fucking incredible feud's coming to a head. This show feels a bit different because some of the matches you don't care about, they are like 5 minutes long, you know? Like, does Sheamus Triple H need 30 minutes? No. And I feel like it's a bit of a lost art in wrestling at this point, where it's like, oh, how long's this match going to go? 60 minutes. It's the old NXT takeover when you had like Adam Cole, Johnny Gargano, Keith Lee, fucking Dijakovic. They're all wrestling the same fucking match for fucking 40 minutes. And then the next match is another 40-minute match with near falls and kickouts. Like, fuck. Why don't you just take the fucking L? Just take the L in 5 minutes, please.
I think you have Velveteen Dream coming out by like, Velveteen Dream! Ow!
And then, like, it's just fucking... I mean, it's not... Most Unix used to just complain about AEW, but AEW is like, oh, how many matches on the show?
12.
13. What? Why? Yeah, and they're all going to get like 20 minutes. It's like, why? Yeah, and also the main event's going to go an hour. It's like, fucking, I've got shit to do tomorrow, man. Can I go to bed early? No.
If they started an hour early or 2 hours early, I wouldn't give a shit. But
yeah.
It's just
like the last AEW show I enjoyed from start to finish was All In because it started at fucking 6. Started at 6. Don't care if it's 4 hours if it's 6 in the fucking daytime. Like, you'll fucking manage that one. But like, you're asking a bunch of overseas like fans. Yeah. This show's gonna go 5 hours. What? Yeah, this show's gonna go 4.5 hours, and it's already 1 a.m. You're like, fucking hell, fuck my sleep, I guess. Oh yeah, we're gonna show it on Sunday as well, because fuck you. Don't know why that's something that they've started doing again. Yeah, fuck off. Show on a Saturday. Yeah. You greedy cunts.
Saturday is where it's the perfect time, in my opinion.
Like, it doesn't... Like, Sundays are shit anyways. I'll fucking sack off a Sunday. I don't want to fuck up my entire week.
It's the one thing I don't mind in wrestling is 2-night events.
It's great.
The problem with 2-night events is it has to be a special pay-per-view. Like SummerSlam, I don't mind. So Survivor Series can fuck off. That's not getting 2 nights.
No.
SummerSlam, I wouldn't mind. Royal Rumble, I wouldn't mind. Saying you can have
Yeah.
both Rumbles main event both nights. I
Yeah.
know people are like, oh, bloody sexist, you're putting the women on the Saturday night. Bloody sexist. I was like, no, I was just putting the lesser one that people care about on the Saturday night. And then you can have the Rumble, WrestleMania, and SummerSlam be 2 nights.
I mean, honestly, the women's rumbles kind of can interchange. I don't really give a shit which main events which night.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm just saying people would be outraged. Like, bloody hell, why are they on Saturdays? Like, who gives a shit? It's still main evented. That's where you could also have like multiple matches, and you could get like lower card people that you want on the show.
I mean, it's something I don't want it. Yeah, but I do agree. I don't want it to happen for everyone.
Yeah.
Am I watching it? Am I watching 2 nights of Extreme Rules? No, I'm barely watching one. Fuck off.
Like if you do it
But AEW could definitely do with some 2-night fucking shows.
If AEW...
And I'll just not watch the first night.
See, the problem is that Collision on a Saturday. It's like, oh, Jesus. So it's like you can cancel Collision for that week, lads. You do know that. Like I'm sure, like fucking Ted Turner's not rolling in his. You know he's not dead. He's not rolling in his gravestone like fucking bloody Tony Khan ruining my Saturday night of wrestling. Like he doesn't give a shit. He's all
No.
But yeah, this is about WrestleMania, and this is just all shitting on pay-per-views. What would you would you have put Mania at 2 nights? Where would you pinpoint that Mania should have been 2 nights? Like where would you if you could throw a pin at a board?
When they started doing like 6-hour WrestleManias. Was it ever 6 hours, or is it just hyperbole? Was it?
It was like 8
I
hours.
think the longest was like. Oh yeah, but without the pre-show, like when the Mania started being like 5-6 hours, it's over. And obviously it's a me issue. I don't think anyone should ingest fucking 6 hours of anything at a time. Like obviously I'll do it. I'll play a game for 6 hours fucking straight. But like that's not me having to actively pay attention to something. You know, like nobody wants to watch like a 6-hour fucking show.
I believe it was WrestleMania 35. That's the longest WrestleMania, I believe. Obviously, if you count like 2 Manias together now, they're about 3 hours or 6 hours. You could get nitpicky with that because people like that. But yeah, the longest one I believe is 35, to my knowledge.
And like, I don't mind it fundamentally. Like, I do mind it. I'm like a fucking. Look, my attention spans, it's okay, but also, if you're fucking putting out 5 hours, I'm gonna like fully be able to enjoy like 2. You know, like there's only so much you can really concentrate for, and I don't think the shows like I don't think. And the issue was, I don't think them putting on such long shows was because they believed that everything was fucking fantastic. They just fucking did it to fill the card. Like, I don't want you wasting my fucking time because you want to fucking put Baron Corbin versus fucking Kurt Angle on for 2 hours. Like, I don't fucking care. Sorry, Kurt. Love you, legend. Fucking like, if they're respecting my time, I like it, but if it's just fucking long to be long, like as much as this Mania was like longer, it didn't drag that much. We did watch it in 2 sittings, most because I had a fucking breakdown yesterday. But we did watch it in 2 sittings, and both sittings were quite easy to get through. There was only like 1 or 2 matches which were the designated like dead spots of the night. So.
One of them was Sheamus, and the other one was the Divas match. Let's be honest.
Exactly.
But even that didn't drag. And even like generally, I don't care how you view wrestling, people. I don't care. But generally, WrestleMania should not be like 7 hours long, because it's one thing. It's all right to take the piss out of the fans, but when you're starting to be like, pay 10 quid to sit here from 1 a.m. to about 7 a.m. and watch this WrestleMania, like I can't fucking hell that. Like that's my one problem with that WrestleMania. Obviously,
I mean, it's like I said, it's my biggest complaint of AEW at this point in time, because it's like, how many matches? 12. I don't fucking care about 6 of these matches.
Yeah, a match card to me, unless it's on for AEW, all in or double or nothing or all out,
It feels like you go to a dinner. It's like, all right, I'm here. I want some food, and then you go to order like a meal, and it's like, we only do 3-course meals, and it's like, I'm full. I'm not. I'm already at fucking brim. I only want this like little small meal. No, you need to finish each fucking thing before you can get to the main course. I'm like, I don't care.
But AEW's big four should definitely be 2 nights, and then all the smaller pay-per-views should be like maybe about 6 matches from it. But it's the problem with wrestling in general, and now where like every match has to be fucking fast paced, and it's like if you're the problem is you need variety in wrestling. It all like if it doesn't matter if the match if the pay per view is from 1 a.m. to 6 a.m. You can probably digest that. But if your match is going from this is going to be we're talking about Benoit versus Angle Royal Rumble 03, and it's like okay. What's the next match? Benoit Angle Rumble 03. Okay, next match.
It's also
Benoit,
like
Angle 03, and it's like
exactly.
I stop.
It's that NXT takeover syndrome where it's like, okay, Keith Lee and Dijakovic are gonna wrestle a really big, powerful, near full kick out 40-minute match. And then we're gonna get to Johnny Gargano versus Tommaso Ciampa in a 40-minute kick out match. And then we're gonna get Adam Cole versus Kyle O'Reilly in a 4. It's like, guys, just like I'm not saying everybody wrestles the fucking same. But everybody pretty much wrestles the same fucking match.
It's true.
Like, yeah, sure, like, Danielson wrestles, like, there's a reason why occasionally you get fucking Bryan Danielson versus Zack Sabre Jr., because it's fucking different. But even then, so that match is still, like, fucking 60 minutes, because fuck you. Like, don't. Like, everybody wrestles the same style. It's just maybe one does power moves.
The fast-paced hitting action is what they're like. And I have no problem with that. It's just every match kind of does feel the same, but I don't mind. I don't mind it because I'll watch it. And obviously, I'm an AEW fan. That guy Joe called me a smelly AEW man. But I honestly don't mind it. But yeah, I do agree. It is definitely you're asking a lot for the fans. And also with WWE, especially in the later half of the 2010s. Oh boy.
It's like, are you excited for Braun Strowman and Nicholas? What? Yeah, he's gonna win the title with a kid. Great sound. Cheers for wasting 20 minutes.
Baron Corbin gets dog food poured on him by Roman Reigns and the Usos.
But yeah, I think, and I will say this show does genuinely have decent enough pacing. The show doesn't like time itself out. It doesn't fucking get tired. There was one match that there's 2 matches I kind of checked out on, but otherwise it was all a pretty seamless show. A lot of variety in the same way. Not like I wouldn't say, you couldn't say Sheamus versus Triple H was like Undertaker versus Shawn, There was definite like differences in how they tried to wrestle. And it was, like I said, variety is the spice of life, and you don't want to watch a fucking 4-hour show where all of the matches are the same template. But yeah, let's get into Mania 26. As said before, this is 3 hours 51, I believe. Feels a bit long, but hey, at this time, it's a rarity, At this time, maybe you are actually going, hey, this is value for money. Because they were still charging, what, like 40 quid for a fucking pay-per-view?
I believe 50 quid in America and like 20 pound over here.
Fucking twisted cunts. But yeah, the first match is Dark Match. It is. Okay, this just shows you how awful the lower card is. Okay, so a 26-man battle royal. Carlito. Not good Carlito. Fucking lazy, bored Carlito. Kalen Croft. Who the fuck is Kalen Croft?
Is that Kenny?
Was he Trent Beretta's tag partner in the Dude Busters?
That was Kurt Hawkins, I believe, but I might be wrong.
No, it wasn't. No, yeah, he was Trent's tag team partner.
Oh.
I believe. Chris Masters. Oh. David Hart Smith, Finley, Goldust, The Great Khali, Hornswoggle, Jimmy Wang Yang, JTG, Kung Fu Naki. Oh, just Funaki, you know. They wrote it weird. Luke Gallows, Mark Henry, Mike Knox, Primo, Santina Morella, Shad Gaspard, Slam Master J, Trent Beretta, Tyler Rex, Tyson Kidd, Vance Archer, Vladimir Kozlov, and William Regal.
Fuck me. I would watch that battle royal in all honesty, but fuck me.
Is that's who you put on ECW?
That's your
like,
ECW.
fucking hell.
That's your ECW roster if they continued it in 2010.
How garbage is that? Who do you want to see win? I guess Mark Henry, but no. Guess who wins? Guess who wins? Yoshitatsu. Fuck's sake. And he beat Zack Ryder with a weird pants.
Okay, but let's be honest here. Yoshitatsu's theme is fucking banging.
Oh, it's great.
That's like no one remembers Yoshitatsu. I don't know if this will come across racist, but if you just like listen to his song and describe him, it's literally the song describes. It sounds like you're describing happy Japanese man. That's literally it.
Oh, fucking hell. Fucking hell.
I had to make sure I was politically correct. But happy Japanese man is like literally how you describe the song. So you can say,
yes, that is.
Fucking doing that motion.
But yeah, so Yoshitatsu wins a 26-man battle royal to get all the people on the card. Like a part of me likes it, but also fuck's sake. But the first match is Show Miz taken on John Morrison and R-Truth, and we once again get to hear the fucking absolute shit, fucking terrible mashup theme ever. You know, fucking, I came to play the bass, the place to be. Come on your knees and get there to the big show. It comes to your knees and the big show. It's just some random dickhead just singing Big Show randomly. 1, 2, 3, Big Show. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, Big Show. They're like, why are you just singing it in different voices now? I don't understand. It's so fucking garbage.
It's like the Uncle Cracker song they got for X Pac, but they didn't want the song in it, so it's just like, I've got everything I ever wanted, and I'll never get that back. X Factor.
Yo, you dealing with the X Factor? I got everything I ever wanted, and I'll never get that back. It's such a terrible theme, but I love it.
It fits. It fits right. Like if you put that in a 2000s movie, it would fit right in. Like there's not many themes that you from wrestling that you can point at and go, if that was in the 2000s film, it would pass. But between Uncle Cracker's that one and Maven's Behind the Stars, I've always said if you put Behind the Stars or Memory, either or the unused one or the used one, and if you put that in like a Spider-Man movie while he's while he's trying to suit up as Spider-Man. And then you have Behind the Stars playing as he's swinging. It would fit right fucking in.
It's such a bad theme. It's so good though.
What, Maven's or fucking the Crackers?
Maven seems great. Apparently, with that theme, X-Pac had an option to. Apparently, he had an option to have the Chili Peppers do this, and he went, "Nah, can I get Uncle Cracker?" Fuck off, X-Pac.
Wait, so would the Red Hot Chili Peppers just be Californication and then fucking X-Pac inserted into it?
I don't fucking know.
And Cobain, can you hear the sounds?
I mean,
coming off
that is just a YouTube comment. It is just a YouTube comment, so could be bullshit. But yeah, Show Miz win. Miz gets battered. Big Show pulls him out of the ring. John Morrison goes flying, R-Truth goes flying, thrown into the ring post. John Morrison gets distracted by the Big Show. Big Show hits him with a big old punch and gets the victory, carrying Miz to another title defense. 6 minutes 28. Did not go on too long.
Big Show in this time period is just being weirdly used, I want to say. Because he's going from tag team to tag team. He had Show Jericho, what they call Show Jericho?
Well, it's just it. He was, I don't know. He was just so wrecked that he just didn't want to do singles. Yeah.
Jericho, which is weird. And then he goes to basically Shawn Miz. And it's just, what's the fucking point, mate? But even though it does give us a great Big Show Miz mashup theme, it's so shit, but it's so good. Now you just got the Uncle Cracker song stuck in my head. Now I just got
it's over. It's over. But yeah, like I said, decent enough match. Serve the purpose. John Morrison and R-Truth, they're obviously going to split up and set off a. Wait, do they do that yet? No, they don't do that for like a year.
They do that in a year, I think, where he smokes the
fuck,
and he's like, cigarette. I should have said cigarette. Sorry, lad. I keep forgetting.
You're using it in the UK context. It's fine. It's only the Americans be like, oh my god.
Oh my god, he said the F slur.
Does mean something different in America, doesn't it? With the old gun laws.
Get down on your fucking knees, you fucking.
But yeah, next up we have the legacy match. We have the triple threat between Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, and Ted DiBiase. Ted DiBiase has custody of the legacy theme, which is a banger. Cody has some weird fucking rock song, which doesn't fit him. And Randy Orton is wearing black and green. He really pushed the boat out for Mania this time.
When voices hit, like Ash gone, please be black and red, black and red, black and red, black and red, black and red. Bollocks is black and green.
Well, it's because he only wore 3 gears from like 2007 onwards. Like, he just never changed his gear.
Yeah, the one gear that always sticks out to me is just on a random Saudi show. He just had like this beautiful red gear against Triple H. And I'm like, fuck me, you could have got like this made years ago, like.
Yeah.
He is the type of cunt that he's like, where like you go from go, Randy, do you want to put like Spider-Man themed gear on you? No, I don't really want people to know my interest in comic books or anything. Okay, you like Forrest Gump? Do you want a Forrest Gump theme? No, I don't want people knowing my favorite movie. Oh, what the fuck do you want then? Black. Well,
yeah, like I don't know. I mean, it's like a lot of the older wrestlers. Like Triple H never fucking changes gear, pretty much. Like he has the same gear from 20. He has the same gear from like 07 onwards. It's just maybe the sledgehammer changes look. Like he just never changed his fucking gear.
Like Triple H did have some cool gears in the early 2000s. Like he had the blue gear, the purple trunks, the red trunks. I don't think he had green. I was going to say green trunks, but that he wouldn't. No, definitely he wouldn't have the Mojo Rawley trunks. And then he obviously had my favorite look, the biker shorts. Oh,
that's a very you thing.
People always say Triple H shit tire is the biker shorts. I love the biker shorts, and I love Shawn Michaels' brown pants. Oh.
But yeah, this match essentially, it starts off with Cody and Ted just double teaming Randy until Ted goes for a pin and Cody fucking is like, oh, how dare you do that? And then the end of the match is Cody takes an RKO. Ted is just watched on the outside of the ring. You get this cool shot where he's like looking. You see him just sat on the fucking ground, like struggling, and then you see Randy hit Cody with an RKO. You expect that punt rather, and you expect that Ted's gonna go hit him with a Dream Street and take the victory, but no, he counters a Dream Street. Randy Orton wins, taking the young veteran taking the victory. Hell of a WrestleMania victory for the young upstart Randy Orton, not for Ted DiBiase or Cody Rhodes, who both proceed to do nothing.
I mean, by the time this comes out, obviously the match would have taken place against Walter. But he's like, you trying to be a living legend, Gunter? I kill legends. And I'm like, okay, here we go. No, Triple H, no. Don't you dare put that belt on Gunter. So now we just have to quickly go. Wow, Ash, can you believe they put the belt on Randy Orton so quickly?
Oh, blimey.
Oh, can you believe Gunter retained?
But yeah, like, it feels like Ted was poised to the victory, though. That's my problem. Like, Cody was never winning. Cody was always taking the pin. But, like, you're telling me... Oh, he's frozen. Oh. Oh, we're back. All right. But you're telling me that fucking Ted couldn't have cheated for the victory to take a victory over Randy. You know, imagine he doesn't need to pin Randy. Just chuck him out the fucking ring. Chuck him out the ring, pin Cody. Steal the victory. That feels like such a better way to set up this fucking... to end this feud.
It's again going back to the idea of Vince where he wants to build new stars. But it's like when you want
he gets him to the top. He gets him so close to actually making it and then goes... it's like you're going on a ride. You're at the top of the ride. You're ready. You made it to the top, and then it stops. And you're like, "What's happening?" They go, yeah, the roller coaster's not working now. You're just gonna have to go back to the start." What? I was just at the fucking top. You're just gonna fucking let me go down? Yeah, well, yeah. Sorry, it broke down. Sorry, it's not happening. Not today. It's like, it's the only day I'm here.
I describe it as it's like planning a holiday and you're very close to going on the holiday, but then at the end you're like, I know you booked the tickets and everything, and I really wanted to go, but I've just got diarrhea. Bloody hell! It's coming right out my nose and arse. Bloody hell!
I've had to wrap myself in a shower curtain. No.
Like that's how I describe.
But yeah, like he's been put in such a big position that obviously he probably didn't really earn. But are you going to use it to create something bigger? No, no. Randy Orton's going to win. Like, why does Randy need to beat these two guys? He doesn't at all. He doesn't.
Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame, really.
And what do either of these guys do after this? Doesn't fucking Cody get in a team with Drew McIntyre?
At some point, yeah.
And then fucking Ted, he gets the $1 million title, I guess. Like, so what the fuck? What? It's wasted opportunity. You put him in such a good position to succeed. You're fully committed to get him to a WrestleMania, but you're not gonna let him get the victory. Like, Randy doesn't need to beat either of these guys.
It would have definitely elevated Ted's career. In hindsight, definitely wouldn't have stopped him competing at Prime. But it could have helped him like in the next 2 years. Obviously, yeah, I understand you might get cold feet on him because Teddy DiBiase Jr. He might.
Well, he's a bit shit, isn't he?
Yeah.
I love him. He's fucking shit.
But you give him like Virgil. Oh no, because Virgil's definitely tried it this time. You try and give him Virgil, and like, I know you're just copying the $1 Million Man, but he is the son of the $1 Million Man. Who gives a shit?
If anyone's allowed to do it, it's him.
What's his brother's name? Fucking Cody?
Brett?
Brett, he's not a wrestler, is he? Or was he?
He was, but he got injured.
Was he shit or was he actually good?
He was. I mean, wrestling FCW. That's hardly the measuring stick. He wrestled the same match a lot. He was fine. He was basically Ted Jr. He was just Ted Jr. Basically. He looked like him. He wrestled like him. But yeah, it's just kind of like, why not? You're already realizing that most of your main stars are retiring. Just fucking commit to it. That's what I think.
And don't we now?
But there we are.
The Hall of Fame.
I fuck the Hall of Fame.
But no, it's after Money in the Bank. It's after Money in the Bank. We'll talk about Money in the Bank.
Now we have a 10-man Money in the Bank. Jack Swagger, Christian, Dolph Ziggler, Kane, Shelton Benjamin, MVP, Matt Hardy, Evan Bourne, Drew McIntyre, and Kofi Kingston. This match was a bit cluttered, really. There's 10 men in a Money in the Bank match. It's usually 8.
8 is the limit. I feel like 10 you're pushing
Yeah.
it. 20 you're definitely gone too far. But 10 like it's not hard to notice. But like there's so many moves. Like Christian could be literally hitting a kill switch on the outside. Evan Bourne could be doing his shooting star press, I believe.
Airborne.
And like John Morrison, I know John Morrison's not in the match, but he could be like doing his like split leg of moonsault. Starship Pain. But it's like there's so much happening, you don't know where to look and you don't know where to focus. That's the problem. And probably with the 10 man like Money in the Bank is it's hard for me to say that like the match would never end. Because there'd always be some cunt outside like no like you're in,
exactly.
like you're in the WWE games and it's like, oh, he's about to win, he's going wrong away.
Push out. Ladder pulled. Yeah, there were some good spots in this. There was a nice airborne from off a ladder. There was a nice kill switch on the ladder. There were a bunch of decent spots, really. But the biggest issue with this match is Jack Swagger wins the Money in the Bank ladder match.
You may not notice, lads, but on the network they've edited the win.
Have they?
Because if you watch the live feed, obviously it's on a rung, so it's like it needs to be unclipped. But Swagger's like that's why he's literally trying to do. He's not cursing, but he's literally like. He's like, help me, basically. Help me. Because he's like trying to unhook it, but he can't. So he's just, I think he goes on for like a minute where he's trying to unhook it, but he can't.
Now.
But he doesn't eventually unhook it. But I understand the pressure like a Mania. You'd be like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, it's a big moment at WrestleMania. This is the last Money in the Bank at Mania, isn't it?
Yep.
Because obviously in a couple months they do the Money in the Bank show. Because Jack Swagger won the fucking Money in the Bank briefcase. Obviously, that's probably not technically the reason, but it is. Come on. They went, oh yeah, Jack Swagger would be a great world champion. Oh, well, see ya. Although Jack Swagger probably should have beat Del Rio at Mania whenever the fuck he fought him at Mania, but he got busted on weed.
Yeah.
So, but it would have been the right time.
I do. Ash was telling me that Ash went on a rant about how like Jack Swagger was just paid by Tony Khan, like, and he was the one who refused to re-sign. So he would have got re-signed and would have been still making money. Never changed Jack Swagger.
He's so shit. But yeah. I think the true outcome, the only real discussion needs to come with this match is who do you think was the rightful winner other than Swagger?
If you're again, if this is the menu where you're building stars, Drew McIntyre, but he's not ready, so he's not ready. Maybe in 2 years he would have been ready before 3B. But if you're going for anyone, it's Christian.
Yep, just returned from ECW, just returned from TNA, being ECW champion.
There's 2 ways you can go about it, and one of them would never happen, especially because it's Cena. And we'll get to Cena later on. So you either have him beat Cena for the title, he cashes in on Cena, or at WrestleMania, Edge wins the title from Chris Jericho. So on SmackDown on this day, I see clearly. He comes out and says,
yeah.
Thank you, people. I'm excited to be with you. I'm excited to be your World Heavyweight Champion. And then, if you close your eyes, a naked Drew will reveal. And then he comes out, he does the part. And then you think, oh, he's not gonna cash in on him. Boom, twats him.
Yeah,
cashes in. It would have made him. It would have made Christian. But
yes.
But like Vince just hated Christian.
Yes.
And Christian said something that upset a lot of people for some reason. He said Christian Cage has never been in WWE, but Christian has. Which I'm like, that's true. That's fucking true.
It's true. But also, if you have Drew in it, I say you have him hold on to it for a long time. Like you have him hold on to it for a year. And then I honestly, you could easily have him lose you could have him lose the cash in, like. But also, what's the next? Who's the world champion going to the next Mania?
World champion Edge.
World champion. Edge. What? And he faces Del Rio.
Del Rio, the Royal Rumble winner.
You could easily you could change that. Yeah, you could easily change that.
Which I like. I know it's not because of that, but I like to imagine in my world that Edge only returned to wrestling because he didn't want his legacy to be that his last WrestleMania was Del fucking Rio.
Del Patreon.
El Patreon.
But yeah, like you don't need to preempt it with Dolph. You don't really, I guess MVP could have also been a good candidate.
Sorry,
but also like his stock's already pretty low anyways. But yeah, like I said, Drew or Christian for me would be a better option. But never mind, the next one who's going to win it is Kane. Great.
And Miz. Yeah, Miz.
Yeah. But yeah, decent enough ladder match, good spots, good fun. Went 17 minutes, didn't feel that long. So, decent match. Next match, we're going to have fuck all to say about it. It's Triple H versus Sheamus. This is the most John Cena 2007 match I've ever seen in my life. Sheamus batters fuck out of Triple H. Triple H hits him with a pedigree and wins. That's the match. It goes 14 minutes.
It's a nice short match again. I don't want to do with this the mania what could have changed the tie. Especially because your main event scene is like Edge, Jericho, Cena, Batista. But this is the mania that could have made stars.
Like, why does Triple H need to beat Sheamus? Sheamus is a world champion at this point. But remember that Triple H beat Lesnar after Lesnar beat the streak, so...
No, it was before he beat the
Did
streak.
he not? Oh, it was before.
He beat him at 29.
And Triple H came out of retirement to beat CM Punk. Like, Triple H weren't losing to shit.
Triple H has a weird career, like in this time period. Because obviously he has this WrestleMania against Sheamus. Next Mania he's fighting Taker, where I think Taker legitimately gets hurt. I think he does.
Yeah.
He gets concussed or hurt, like one of the two. Or the shocking thing, but still. Then at the following Mania, you have the iconic Hell in a Cell match where he has the little mohawk. Which is funny.
The end of an era.
End of an era until 2018. End of an era again. And then the 13 he has Lesnar. And then it's like, oh, so Sheamus I'm gonna beat. Taker I'm gonna lose. Taker I'm gonna lose. Lesnar I'm gonna beat. Daniel Bryan I'm gonna lose. Sting I'm gonna beat. Roman I'm gonna lose. Seth Rollins I'm gonna win. I'm gonna lose. I don't know who. Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle I'm gonna lose.
Yeah, it didn't fully register that. It didn't fully register to him that it's time. It's time to lose to Sheamus. Nah. But don't worry, it doesn't really hurt Sheamus' career. He does become multi-time world champion anyways.
But Sheamus wins at Extreme Rules, I believe. So.
Oh,
really got the
great.
Big win? Who really got the big win?
And he didn't get a big entrance because everybody else got one. So Cena got the big entrance, and it was shit. Fuck me, I forgot this match even existed. Then we get to Rey Mysterio versus CM Punk, which goes 8 minutes 20.
Sleeper match. CM Punk came out dressed as a G.I. Joe.
For no reason, of course, just he wanted to.
And Ash, did you know the hottest movie of this time is Avatar?
Yeah, Rey Mysterio comes out in Avatar gear.
Yep, and he has a little fake hair, a little puff of fake hair.
I still don't know why Avatar did so well. I mean, this is going to derail, but I still think Avatar's like it's a fight. Like, yeah, sure, it's groundbreaking at the time, it's cool, but like, it's not that fucking good. And it's made like 5 billion for fuck's sake, and there's like 3 more movies. Ooh, stop huffing that fucking weird bestiality furry copium, you fucking twisted cunts. Grow up. And the movie's long as fuck as well. Fuck off.
I believe in the next Mania he comes out dressed as Captain America.
Well.
So he's really keeping on the trend.
And then later on, he really would prove that his knees were frozen about 20 years ahead of time as he gets all those stem cells banged in there. That doesn't really work, but who the fuck cares? 8 minutes 20, Ray wins with a 619. The only thing I remember about this is because it's that match where it's the build-up where Punk sings "Happy Birthday" in a really creepy way.
Happy birthday.
And you got to see little Dirty Dom in the flesh.
So is he little innocent Dom at this time?
He is innocent.
He just looks.
But
so
now
lost.
Dominic
just looks so lost. Like,
yeah.
Oh, it's SmackDown.
And
Dad.
who could tell that now he'd be one of the biggest and most hated heels the last 2 years?
I mean, not to date, but he's gone from getting banged by Rhea Ripley, banging Liv Morgan. Not many people can say that.
Exactly.
No wonder he walks funny.
Does he walk funny?
No, it's just his second joke. You know?
Okay, so I was gonna say you trick the autism part of the brain. But yeah, the next match is the drag match, though. The next match is Bret Hart versus Mr. McMahon. This match is fucking shit. This match goes on 5 minutes. This match goes on 13 minutes too long. It goes 15 minutes, 9 seconds. Vince comes out. He's like, "Yeah, I brought myself some protection." Vince screwed Bret as he brings out the rest of the Hart family. And then they all go out. And then Bruce fucking keeps fucking trying to get camera time. And he strips off and he shows he's in a referee shirt and he keeps going for like handshake, like high fives with all the family on the outside. It's like, fucking shut the fuck up, Bruce. Stop fucking being a cunt. Fuck off.
I believe this story I've heard is WrestleMania 26 when they were discussing the plan. All the Hart family were like, yeah, I want to do this to Vince. I want to do that to Vince. I want to fucking kick him in the dick. You know, there was suggestion ideas and Bret go, lads, it's my match. Can y'all shut the fuck up? But I know, the Harts are definitely like, we're all gonna get our shit in. It's like, you can all But I love Bruce because anytime Bret's like,
the Harts are legends in their own lunchbox, except for Owen and Bret.
And Bruce. Bruce, ironically, is a legend, but he's the legend by clearance. Like, he's the action figure you don't want, but you'll take him if he's £5. Does that make sense?
Because he's a part of a 4-pack. He's the fourth one.
He's part of the Stu, Bret, Owen, and Davey Boy 4-pack.
But yeah, it continues. Bret's like, "Oh well, you know, fucking. All I know about the Hearts is you all get paid up front." Laugh track. Ha ha ha. Funny, Bret. Lol. They're carnies or something. Probably. I mean, fucking. Didn't Bruce put himself as the face of like Calgary fucking wrestling?
He did.
I am the world champion and the face, and everybody loves me. It's like, what? Yeah. Sounds. Cheers, Bruce. Cunt. It's a lumberjack match as well, which is fucking. I know I've made the joke a lot, but lumberjack matches are so fucking garbage, man. Why? Who thought that was a good stipulation? You just stand out the ring and throw them back inside. Just put them in a steel cage if you want to do that. You don't fucking need lumberjacks.
How about a lumberjack steel cage match?
Terrible fucking match. Hate the match. This match is just Bret beating the fuck out of Vince. And it feels like he beats him up for like a good fucking 10 minutes. So, I'm gonna put the sharpshooter on him. Nah, I'm gonna kick him in the dick about 10 times. I'm gonna put the sharpshooter on him. Nah, I'm gonna steel chair him about 15 times. I'm gonna put the sharpshooter in. Nah, I'm gonna hit him with a fucking lead pipe again. For fuck's sake! Stop it. And he puts him in the sharpshooter.
I want to find something that I want to show on this channel.
All right. What is it?
It's to do with. I don't know if you've ever seen Bret Simpson's rant.
Play.
Hey, Brock Lesnar, you got one of these? What about you, Ric Flair? Oh yeah, I forgot. You weren't even on Simpsons. Bet you don't have one of these bad boys either. Show me the Simpsons. Why would I want a picture of a pitiful pencil neck geek?
Yeah, why indeed.
Don't feel sorry for him.
Okay, you know what? Fair enough. I do like the clip's good enough. The clip is over now. At least look. Brett's had a shit life. He gets these victories.
It's just the way. Brock, you have no action figure from The Simpsons. John, you have none. Fuck you both.
At some point you don't really know if someone, like, I don't know, for some reason to me America and Canada are very closely the same. Obviously Canadians be like, fuck off, we're not like them. But like, you do forget how Canadian people are till you fucking find Canadian wrestlers where it's the most Canadian fucking possible. And Brett is very absurd. Like, I'm sure he does wear the fucking Canadian tuxedo everywhere. He's wearing that double denim all the fucking time.
It's just,
but yeah, fuck this match. Shit.
I just love Brett. Brett's honestly very funny. Like, don't get me wrong. I love, because every interview he does is just funny to me. He's like, yeah, you know, I was in Stu Hart's dungeon, he stretched me well, you know. Oh, your thoughts on Goldberg? Fuck Bill Goldberg. Oh, yeah, I wrestled a good match with Owen. I wrestled a good match with Benoit. Fuck Goldberg. But yeah, it was just, Vince was an alright wrestler.
It was a no-hold-barred lumberjack match. I'm glad that Brett got his moment, and I'm glad that the crowd, whether it be pity or not, they did genuinely cheer for it. But yeah, holy shit. It was probably better than it had any right to be. But also, it's 50-year-old Brett and 60-year-old Vince. One who was never a good wrestler and was always like, Vince would do a 5-point program why Vince is a great wrestler, and he wouldn't be able to convince anyone.
Vince is like an alright
wrestler. He can cut promo. He can fucking cut a great promo. Can he wrestle? No.
I don't mind his wrestling matches if they're in the Attitude or Ruthless Aggression era, because fuck me, there's 3 people in wrestling who love blading: Cody Rhodes, Jon Moxley, Vince McMahon. Because Vince, you go, oh, Vince, you're gonna hit you with a chair tonight. Hold on, Edge. I'm ready. I just told you I was gonna hit you. I didn't fucking want you to start already. I'm fucking ready. Just like, he's a mad bastard. Yeah. Obviously one of them's the most shittest wrestler ever. One of them's the best there is, best there ever was, and it's Vince McMahon.
Not anymore though.
Not
anymore. Since the allegations.
Yeah, well, the allegations. But like, Vince is an alright wrestler to me. Like, I'd watch a Vince match. Like, the Hogan McMahon match is one of the funniest matches ever. Because it's just Vince going, Hogan, beat the shit out of me, please. And then he just meant to sack going, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you because it's funny.
You know what's depressing is that the longest segment of this show has been this segment, because you spent fucking 7 minutes trying to find it.
I'll cut it in post. I'll cut it in post.
Fucking, like, this was the worst match of the show by far. Maybe not the worst. Next up we have Chris Jericho versus Edge for the World Heavyweight Championship. This match was a good back and forth. You could tell that Edge and Jericho wrestled a lot. Have they had many high profile matches, or is this one of the first proper ones? Really, doesn't feel like feels like they probably would have thought about wrestling a lot, but they've never really kind of been at the same point at the same time.
If I had to guess, it would be one of the first few times actually wrestling. Maybe in 08, 09 they had a few matches. But generally they're on different rosters and different times. Like, Edge was mostly on SmackDown when Jericho returned after saying, I'm quitting wrestling to focus on my music. And then obviously when he returned he was on Raw. And then when Edge was on SmackDown, Chris Jericho went on Raw and was champion. Then they both moved to SmackDown, he became the SmackDown champion. And then they tag team. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, it feels like then they didn't really cross over too much. This match is decent though. It's nice, counter back and forth, back and forth. The best one is Jericho lines up for a spear, but Edge just big boots him right in the fucking head, and it's whoa. But in the end, Jericho retains. against Edge, keeping the World Heavyweight title. And in the post-match segment, Edge spears Chris Jericho through the barricade, setting up what will happen on SmackDown. Are we covering that? No.
But it's mental to me, like the career Edge has had in the matches he never had, if that makes sense. Because you always think of wrestlers and you go, yeah, the match with them. And it's like, not really.
Yeah, like did Edge really wrestle like Triple H that much? He wrestled him a couple times because they had that triple threat, with Jeff Hardy. But there's not really that much crossover. Like, did Edge and Shawn have that many matches?
They had one. They had one in Rumble 05, which I've heard is pretty good.
Yeah,
but probably not.
It feels like Edge kind of. Yeah, it's a weird there's a lot of like blind spots. But yeah.
It's very weird to me because Edge is an all timer. I know Ashley would hear my rants better. I said Christian was better, but I deeply regret those rants. Ever since he came to AEW, he's been the greatest wrestler of all time.
Yeah. Edge is
one
of the greats.
But it's so weird seeing he's never really interacted with the wrestlers you think of. Like Walter, he's never interacted with. Yeah,
Did he ever have any matches with Batista? Like a lot of the big obviously that was probably both our blind spots really. Like we don't really know, but yeah, it's kind of there's just a lot of weird bits. He's done a bit of everything. Like he wrestled Kurt, probably wrestled Benoit, did a lot of this fucking high profile stuff. But it's just a weird career. But yeah, one of the greatest of all time, in my opinion. One of my favorites, for sure. Was in the match that got me into wrestling. So, but yeah, Jericho retains in 15 minutes 45. Probably the second best match on the card, if I had to say. Then we have the women's match, which is a 10 woman tag. Vicky Guerrero wins with a hog splash because, she's large. Yep. 4 minutes 20.
John Cena versus
Vicky Guerrero has a victory at WrestleMania.
John Cena versus Batista.
Yeah, next up we have John Cena versus Batista for the WWE Championship. This match went 21 minutes. What the fuck? Really?
It didn't feel like it.
It didn't at all. Holy shit. Obviously, John Cena gets a big entrance. The army do the little gun trick. Shit. It's fucking shit. Fucking garbage. But they do have the really cool shot where obviously you have the cameraman running behind Cena and you just see the entire fucking arena lit up. Oh, it's great. But yeah, John Cena wins. Honestly, it was mostly a John Cena wins lol match where Batista batters him for a while. There's some cool spots like Batista does the Batista bomb where John jumps off the top rope and that's how he tore his fucking pec. But yeah, John. Well, I don't know whatever the fuck he did. But he, I think he was his neck, yeah. But yeah, John Cena wins. Much about this match?
It's funny because we were talking about what would we really change in this time period for Cena, and it came into mind he would have been great had they given the Roman push, but the one problem that Vince felt was, well, no one's gonna care because he's Cena, but the one problem he had was mainly, but he does charity, so no one can boo him. But it's you can still do charity, just don't acknowledge it.
Yeah, just don't talk about it.
Yeah. You can Roman was a heel and he still did charity for people. It was a bit harder in COVID, obviously, because it's leukemia. You don't really want him to fucking catch COVID, do you?
Yeah.
But Cena, he apparently was going to get new gear. He was going to have a new theme. I still think Bad Man that he did, that song he did, would have fit his heel character. It would have been funny him rapping his own heel thing. But someone has pitched, and this obviously won't date because this comes out at the end of September. Someone has pitched that on Netflix, Cena turns heel on the first Raw on Netflix, and he's like,
Be pretty big.
it's like so you obviously have the like where he comes in the ring, Cody Rhodes obviously on Raw because it's a huge moment. He shakes Cody's hand and he's like, the champ was here, but now he left. Now he's back.
I know they did it recently with the AJ Styles, but if they hadn't have done the fake Mark Henry speech, I would have done that with Cena. I would have fucking
do it with Cena. People would still fucking buy it.
like. I would so fucking do that. He comes out in the fucking pink suit. Fucking yeah. Well, you know how I said. No, I said I was gonna retire at the end of this year. Well, you know, I've had some movie offers. It's happening. You know, it's over. I don't have the time anymore. But I just want one thing before I leave: a match against Cody Rhodes for the title. And then obviously Cody's like, "Yeah, John, you're a legend." And then obviously he fucking just batters him and beats the fuck out of him. Even have him bleed, fuck it. Just batters the fuck out of him. STF still, he passes out. Fucking, whoa. Imagine that.
Like, could you imagine your top heels of your company in 2025 are The Rock? It's The Rock's idea, anyways. Because The Rock pitched it to Cena. It's just, it'll never be Hogan, but it's just the fact of him sitting in the chair and he's like, yeah, and then I said, create the NWO, and it's like that fucking, with the smirky glasses on is what's funny to me. But have him like, yeah, if your top heels are Cena, Rock, maybe Gunter, he counts. Like people will fucking buy it. Like, imagine Cena coming here doing the, oh, you want to sing along with Cena? You want to say you can't see me? For years you've been telling me I am not a good wrestler, but I proved I was the best. Wabadoo, fuck you. Imagine he was the first wrestler I would say cunt on national TV in America.
Maybe not cunt. Americans don't like cunt.
But
yeah, just it would be a really cool because you have to do it. You have to. You gotta have Cena be heel at some. Even just tease it. Just tease it a little bit. It feels like it has to happen before he retires.
But I still want a British wrestler on national TV. It won't happen because America's fucky with that.
Because like by the end, it feels like it has to be done.
Yeah.
And obviously, when he retires, anyways, you're gonna be fucking crying, like regardless of if he's face or heel. But yeah.
Obviously, on national TV, I want a British wrestler to come out and be like, you see, bro, I'm gonna kick your fucking head in, you cunt. And just like, obviously, you can please be in America, but to have it uncensored, because imagine like the reaction, he said cunt on national TV, holy fuck.
Yeah, but yeah, there we are. That's the John Cena winning the WWE title. Still believe he probably should have just held the belt longer and not keep trading it with everyone, but
you want to get the record
it's a time period. Yeah, you want to get the record up. And finally, the main event, the career versus streak, no DQ, no count out. Undertaker versus Mr. WrestleMania, Shawn Michaels. The match that would put Undertaker to 18-0 if he was victorious. This match gets just below 35 minutes and it fucking works it entirely. This is why I kind of complain about wrestling like why do all matches need to be this fucking I want a 5-star match GOAT contender? This match encompasses the story of Shawn fucking Undertaker. I need to beat you. If I can't beat you, there's no fucking point anymore. I'm going to put everything on the line to try and beat you. I'm going to sacrifice friendships. I'm going to sacrifice my career, everything I've worked for to beat The Undertaker. This match should be, and it is seen. Is this match seen as better than the previous one?
It's debatable between people. People either say 26
but
or 25.
But, you know, this match is a match of, like, great fucking history. It plays on so many cool storyline intangibles. Like, why the fuck? And like, you wouldn't put this match on a random Raw, you know? And that's kind of like that's what most people complain about, because yeah, sure, you can spend like a weekly programming where you're trying to have fucking 5-star matches every fucking time you wrestle, and what do you get except like a little boost to your ego or something like. But this works with everything. It goes 35 minutes. 34:57. Obviously, the main spots are the Shawn moonsault onto the announce table. J- Just do you have many highlights from this match?
I love, like, it's a very build up match. Like, I'm obviously what I wanted to talk about before getting to the match is if we're rebooking Undertaker's last 4, maybe 5 streak matches. We're keeping the Shawn Triple H ones, and we're keeping the
Yeah.
CM Punk one, I believe, aren't we?
Yeah.
So WrestleMania 30 is where the streak ends. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
So who beats him? Who at that time? Is it Cena?
I mean, Cena, if you want to turn him heel, sure, because that'll like fully revive Cena as a heel and truly cement him as the utter cunt that he would be if he did beat the Undertaker. I'm still happy to. I know it's a bit ambitious because we're judging his career now. I'd still have Drew beat him. You know, I'd still fucking push that. I am the Scottish phenom. Obviously, he kind of had to leave to get his like shit back. But if you just say we're going to take you seriously, because Drew at this time he for like one episode of SmackDown he was a stripper for some reason, you know, like if you just go, all right, fucking, we're changing your look. You're already beefing the fuck up. It's time to fucking take you serious. And you know, I'd have Drew beat Undertaker. If you left it a little bit, I'd probably have Bray Wyatt beat him as well. Kind of usher in that new era of the spooky shit.
Oh my god!
Obviously, once you trim down all of the edges.
Oh my god! WrestleMania 30, after he's debuted nearly a year after Bray Wyatt come out, instead of fighting Cena, he comes out, challenges the Undertaker, and there would be history there because Bray Wyatt beat the shit out of his brother in his debut match as Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
I would have booked that. Bray Wyatt would have definitely been up there. Bray Wyatt to me, like, it's a phenomenon of a wrestler that I don't think many people will ever get, simply because of how his booking was, or not how his booking was, how his storytelling was. Like,
yeah, it's like I don't think we're ever really gonna see it repeated to the same extent, because they were like, I mean, he pretty much was Undertaker in a sense. He wasn't like fucking posting online. He was very much in character at all times. Wasn't letting the mask slip at all. Had his own way of storytelling and had his own ways of like his fucking character's universe. Like there was a lot of really cool stuff where he just fully committed. And to think that he started as Husky Harris is some fucking wild shit. Like the trajectory, and he was surprisingly accomplished for as much as we may look at obviously his untimely demise, but like, you know, multi-time world champion, different gimmicks, different iterations of the character, like, you know, where some people lack that general oomph. There were so many points in his career where he was like probably the hottest thing in wrestling.
and let's just like, I know it's about Chris Shawn, but generally I want to appreciate, like, one thing I'd love to do is cover his final run in WWE. So not including the Fiend, but like his return in 2022, the Extreme Rules, and cover all the SmackDown. But like generally, the lyrics I love from his last theme is "Die for me, brother, love one another." Whenever I hear like "love me, bro," it's like something. It's like "love for me, brother, die for me, brother," like kind of thing. And whenever I hear that lyric, I break down because I'm like, that's how that man envisioned life. Like, he's just like, love for me, die for me, love one another. And it's like, Bray, I can't, I fucking can't. Like, I just, genuinely, he's one of the best storytellers in wrestling. Because it's one thing to have a good story, but it's another thing when you're writing a story and someone goes, change it. But it's like, Vince, this is what I want to change it. I don't like it, change it. But Vince, it's change it. Vince, jeez.
And also, I think the match with Cena at the where they have the fucking cinematic match. Fuck it, it's probably one of the most unique matches ever done. And it's a really interesting fucking. Obviously, it's not like the most technical fucking thing, but it's just really fucking interesting, like dive into Cena and into that relationship. It felt really good. It's fantastic.
It is a shame he's passed on. And
COVID ain't no fucking joke. Obviously, he didn't die from COVID. He died from heart issues that probably stemmed from long-term COVID. I could be wrong, but
obviously, like Bray Wyatt will always be a part of this channel, like because I would always appreciate him. We will eventually cover him because people don't know, but Bray Wyatt is generally one of my favorites.
I mean, he's in season 2 of NXT as well.
Like
obviously from the beginning, but
yeah, it's just I recommend. We always take the piss out of these promos, like, yeah, man, I followed the buzzards and the buzzards led me to the wild, and then I saw Abby the Witch taking a piss, and I said, man, what a piss. Like, obviously we take the piss out of his promos, but we don't mean it. But generally, he would have been the next Undertaker had Vince actually listened to him and actually let him bug his own ways. And if he was under Triple H's control, he probably would have been, like, well kept. Like, that's why I believe Bo Dallas will carry the legacy of Bray Wyatt. But it is, I generally cry every time I see Eric Rowan. Because I'm like, there was 4 members of the Wyatt family, and 2 are left now. And it's only 2024. Like, we're going from the 4 of them which debuted in 2015, or the 3 of them that debuted in 2013 and 2012. That means over the past 10 to 12 years, he's lost not only his best friend, but his other best friend. It's like, oh, fucking hell. That's why I think the Wyatt family should be inducted in the Hall of Fame, but I understand why.
Oh, it definitely will be eventually.
Yeah. But yeah, about Taker, like, this match, I just want to glorify Bray Wyatt, let's be honest. But this match is, I recommend you checking it out. It starts off slow pace, where it's like building up, like Shawn's like, fucking kill you, dead man. He's trying to beat the shit out of him. Taker, I think, botches or intentionally can't get up to the top rope, but he does eventually. He hits him with his shitty arm breaker, I want to say. To jump off the top rope, where he just hits you in the shoulder.
Yeah. Oh, they're old school.
Old school, or yeah, it would be old school at this time. They do a lot of offense. One of the other highlights is the moonsault through the table, which is the thumbnail. I love the finish. The finish is something. It's a callback, I want to say, to WrestleMania 24, in a sense, because in WrestleMania 24 you obviously have Ric Flair, but Shawn's like, I'm sorry, but I love you, and his feature music's Flair, while Flair's like that, like, just kill me. And it's fun to see the reverse, where Flair went like that, just kill me, lad, just kill me. But
it's because you know, after they announced up a spot, Shawn gets back in the ring, hits Taker with a massive sweet chin music. Undertaker kicks out, and then this kind of just breaks Shawn, and he then has to, and then Taker regains control, kind of gets angrier, and hits him with a tombstone. Shawn kicks out, and then one more time, another tombstone, as Shawn like just slapped him in the face. So like, even in defeat, he's still defiant. And it was it's just a really good way to end a career. It's a stipulation that doesn't get enough love. And for the most part, it's generally kind of like half cocked, anyways. Like, didn't the fucking Bucks have a title versus career match recently? Or was it FTR? It was one of the two.
It was one of the two. I couldn't tell.
And it's like, the career's gonna be on the line. You're not fucking retiring, though, are you? Like, who the fuck are you trying to fool?
Like, my one problem I have is, at least, and I joke about it because obviously it's funny, because his last match is technically Crown Jewel, but his last singles match is obviously 2010. But I just find it funny, like, Flair went, I'm never going to step out of retirement again. Oh, TNA, you're hiring. Well, bloody hell, let me just start taking off my shirt. I'm fucking ready to go, pal. I'm fucking ready. Let's fucking go. But what I love is the callback where Ric Flair stayed down until he got super kicked. George Weasley music. Shawn, even in defeat, Shawn, even in his losing effort, is trying to kill the Undertaker. So he's literally lost for words. And his last move is just to slap the shit out of Taker, which tombstones him. It's a great story beat that I love. Like, obviously, there will be no one like Shawn Michaels, even though I prefer that. Even though I say Daniel Bryan is the better Shawn Michaels. I'm just a mardy cunt like that. Let's be honest. Bryan will always be one of my favourites. And that's the kind of thing. They're doing a career versus title match at Wembley. Bryan genuinely might retire. But he's probably not. He's probably going to win the title and then drop it.
I think he's probably going to win.
Yeah, he's probably going to win. Well, wait, actually, since it's coming out afterwards, he won the match.
Yeah, he won. Woo!
He lost
Best
the
of
match.
all, favorite wrestler of all time. He won.
He lost the match. Can you believe they ended his career here? Wow. But like, generally, Shawn stayed true to his word. Yes, I always talk about the fucking Saudi Arabia event. I'm never coming out of retirement. Bloody hell! How much is in that fucking check? How much zeros are on that check? Bloody hell, lads! I'm just.
Yeah, emphasis on the bloody.
Bloody hell! Why is there a hand in this bag?
But yeah, this match is great. I can understand. It is like, it's the pure spectacle, right? You don't get this match every day. This match has so much history built into it, and that's why it is exceptional. That's why it's probably seen as one of the best WrestleMania main events. And it's not like they just went out and had a really good match for the fun of it. They had a really good match because the story permitted.
Exactly.
And that is I know I've kind of joked about it a lot, but that's something that, like I said, it doesn't necessarily happen as often as I would like it to. But yeah, decent stuff. A decent Mania overall. Didn't go on too long. Was quite easy to sit through. So yeah, do you have any big, real final thoughts on this Mania?
It's a fun Mania. It's a fun Mania, I want to say. Not the best Mania of all time, but there always can't be the best Mania. Some have to be all right. It's funny because I said it to Ash at Mania 2000. Shawn was retired, Taker was absent, and Big Show was in the main event, and Triple H was in the main event. But at this Mania, 10 years on, Triple H in a match with Sheamus, and Big Show's in a tag team match. How the fucking tables have turned, and Shawn and Taker are main eventing. And then 10 years later on from that, it's Drew McIntyre versus Brock Lesnar in a pandemic match. So I enjoyed this Mania overall. I do love the Taker Shawn match. Like, just stay down, Shawn, and he refuses to stay down. So I really, if we're looking at Cena's last angle, I really want Cena's last angle to be that where he's like trying to win something, but he just can't. So
I just want him to not be as good.
Who's Cena?
Cena, yeah, I want him to just start losing it because he can't win as easy as he used to. I think it'd be a really interesting story.
I mean, he did lose to Solo Sikoa in Saudi Arabia, didn't he? His last match.
Like, someone just needs to put him down.
Like a fucking puppy, just out back. But yeah, I recommend this Mania to people. Do you recommend this Mania?
Yeah, it was decent enough. It's a definite look at the transitional period that this year is. We are apprehensively building new stars, but once again, never really quite fulfilling the promise because fuck you, that's why. Yeah, we could have Ted DiBiase win, but let's just have Orton win. He's going to be a world champion soon anyways, and is Ted? No. It's like there's only so much room at the top, but instead of Vince actually making the illusions, you just kind of keep just cramming them in there, and then suddenly one of them, like a couple of them, fall out, and they never really reach that high again. So yeah, some questionable decisions here, in my opinion, but also, was it probably the right one at the time? I'd argue no, but I mean, what fucking career have the rest of these cunts had, really, in comparison? But it wouldn't have really have been a mark on the legacy either way. But yeah, that's WrestleMania 26. That is the first WrestleMania covered. I hope everybody enjoyed this show. I hope everybody enjoyed the 5-minute Bret Hart Simpsons segment, and by 5 I mean 15. Thank you for watching. One more match. Join us next week for the next edition of NXT. Thank you for watching. Join us then. Bye-bye.